Ninja547 here today, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a blender animation. And before we start, I just want to tell you that this is very simple to do. Just play along, and this thing here, down here, will tell you the buttons I press. So say if I press tab, it says I press tab. Say if I press D, it says I press D. If I left click, this highlights here. Middle click, highlights in the middle. Right click, highlights there. So what you want to do is go to object mode on this panel here and here. And down here, up here guys, I'm using version Blender 2.69, but there are other versions, newer versions, but I'm just using this for now. So what you want to do is delete this by pressing delete and press X, or delete X. Just delete and just click that. That'll do. Then what you want to do is press Shift A and add a mesh plane. This is for the background. So now because I want it centered, I'm going to go to View, Align View, Align View, Align Center, Cursor, and View All. And then I'm just going to roughly drag this into the middle. It's pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is zoom in on it, and then to scale it up, I'm just going to press S, and then type in 50 to make it bigger. And then what I want to do is I want it facing the camera, so I'm going to press R, Y. But the Y is the yellow axis, the X is the red axis going along this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in 45, press enter, and then as you can see, it is now 45 degrees. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change from perspective, it says up here, to orthographic so I can zoom in more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera where I want it to be. So for this, I want it to be here. And now what I want to do is view, align active camera to view, and do that. Now what I want to do to put it in the right place is press N and lock camera to view, and press N again to get rid of that. And if I am going too fast, just put in the comments if I go too fast on this video, and then in future videos I will go slower. So I am going to center this, and then I'm going to press 0 to get out of that view. Now what you want to do, so I'm just going to click there, and then here, just like roughly choose, you know what, I'm going to move this back, because I want my text to be on the center point. So what I'm going to do is going to align view and then center cursor and view all. So now I'm just going to zoom in again. Now what I'm going to do is Shift A, or go up to add up in this corner and then press text. Now what I want to do is press RZ90 because I want it facing my camera. Depending on where you want your camera, rotate it and how much you want. And then you want to press R and then Y, which is the yellow axis. Now I'm going to type in 90, enter. And if I was to rotate on the X, it would be this red axis along here. So now what I want to do is go to edit mode here, or just press tab shortcuts, tab, see? Now I'm going to get rid of that text, and for this tutorial I'm just going to type in Blender, and now I'm going to go back to object mode, And now to add some depth and detail to this, to the text, I'm going to press 3, no, 1, okay, there we go, this side, and now what you want to do is open this panel, like, not that, just like drag it out in one, then you want to go over to this F, so you want to click that, and to make it thicker, what you want to do is drag this, or just type in a value you want, so that there is good for me, and to set the depth, as in like, how smooth you want it, you want to drag that up, and then change the resolution to make it fine, and then you want to do the offset if you need it, just to make it look even better. So now what you want to do is go change your fonts, and I'm going to go to my downloaded fonts and go to Shark Party. I like this font, so now I'm going to be on this, but as you can see, sometimes it does like bug out, so what I'm going to do is just bring this down, so it is this what's doing it. See, that's good. That's good. So now go to 0, that's what it looks like. We'll move that on the y-axis. Just going to move it along and bring it up. And now to add textures, what I'm going to do is texture the background. But what I want, no, not that, the background. But what I want to do first is just do this. Click environmental lighting. And depending on what quality you want to change that. But I'm just going to set it to 25, that's pretty good quality for me. So now, if we render this, this is kind of what it will look like. You want to press F12.
Okay guys, so this part, I just fast forwarded it, so yours will not render as quickly, but it will depend on what sample you have put on. So if you have your sampling on 1, it might do the same speed as what is doing now, but probably not as fast. So don't expect your image or whatever to render that quickly, because it won't.
Okay, so guys, this is what it will look like after you render it, once you do all the settings I have done. And I have not cut it, I've just sped this part up. So now what we're going to do to go back to the 3D view of what you were making is click this box down here and press 3D view. Obviously it looks much different in here, but that is okay. So now what you want to do is textures, if you want them. So what you want to do now is go to this circle here next to this triangle and checkerboard pattern icon. You want to press that and press new. And depending on what colour you want, change it to that colour. But I want this to be white, so I'm going to go on it and then drag this up. So that has already done that. And for the text, I am going to press new, turn this up. I want this to be no red, full blue, no, not green, full blue, and this is it, no, 379. So I've typed in my value, no I haven't, 379, I'm going to have that value there. Yeah, I like that. So now what I'm going to do is change this back to it as well. Take that down and set this to 0.379. You can choose any colour you want, but I just prefer to use this colours. So now I'm not going to render it because you pretty much know what it would look like because of the colours. Okay, so now let's get into the animating factor. No, don't want to zoom in on that. So now what you want to do to animate it is you want to drag this up. To see this timeline, you're going to need it. For this, you want to know how to use keyframes. And to do this, you want to set a starting keyframe at the beginning, 0 or 1, your choice. So now what you want to do is press I and location, rotation, scale. So that will just set the starting point of where you want your text or animate object you want to animate in the position where you want it to start. So now you want to choose another part, which is going to be here for me, 10. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate on the y-axis, y, rotate it back, and then R X, going to rotate it like slightly up, and I'm going to move it up slightly. So now what I'm going to do is press I, location, rotation, scale. If you say I wanted to create one, if I click the just location, it will just move it up. It will not move when it rotates. Okay. So now that I've done that, this is what it will look like. It's going to look like that. That's what I want. Now I'm going to go another 10 up, so I want it to be even. But depending on how fast and slow you want it to go, to make it faster, put it closer together. To make it slower, move it further away. Your choice on where you want to put your keyframe. So that's what I want to do, is that. And now what I'm going to do is RX, rotate it back down, but go further, and then GZ, and then move it up. So make it look like stepping up. And I want to RX. I want to turn it. No. Y. No, I don't. No. Negative 90. Value, I'm just going to press enter, or you can left click. If you right click, it will go back to your start end theme. So now once you've moved it again, you want to press I and press location, rotation, scale. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it back to the beginning. Now I'm going to so mine's going to go up, step up, lean back, and then flip forward. So that's what I want mine to do. But for mine, I'm going to press 0, get out the camera view, so I can know which way it is spinning. So now I'm going to go to 25, because I want it to speed up on the flip. I'm going to go R, Y, 90, and then left click or press enter. Now I'm going to press I, location, rotation, scale, and then I'm going to go to 30, and then I'm going to do it again by pressing R and Y, 90, press enter. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move it that way, and now I'm going to press I, location, rotation, scale, and now I'm going to go back into camera view by pressing 0 on the numpad. If you do not have a numpad, you cannot use any of the numbers that I have said for like the rotating value. Wait, no, you can. Yes, you can. Like, as in shortcuts. You cannot use them for shortcuts. So now that I've done that, let's have a look at it. So it's done so far. So now that I'm going to go here, 35, I'm going to go R, Y, 90, let's enter, and then no, 0, forward, up, then R, Z, no, R, C, if we're going that way, then then 0, then I'm just going to press I, location, rotation, scale. So now let's look at that. Now here I'm going to go R, Y, 90, enter, and then go R, X, lift it up, I, location, rotation, scale. Now I'm going to go 45, yeah, 45, and go R. R means rotation, by the way, if you guys did not understand any of the letters I was saying. I'm going to press 90, nope, Y, 90, I'll press enter, and now I'm going to move it forward and up, not that close, no, not that close, but there. Move it back a bit more down, it's about there, and then 0, no, not 0, I means insert keyframe menu, it says up here, lock rot scale, pretty much location rotation scale, do that, and then let's go back to the beginning and try the lesson like that. Okay, I don't know what happened there, don't know what frame it was on. Okay, let me pause it, go here, go here, go here, I think that was there. So I'm gonna, to get rid of a keyframe, you want to press Alt I, then delete it. Okay, so back there. That's where it went wrong, but I've fixed it now. And Y 90. Let's enter, and then move it. And put 0 to get out of that because it's hard to move it forward and up, and then I, location, rotation, scale, and then I'm gonna go like to 48, and then Y, gonna rotate it there, and then 0, no, I, location, rotation, scale. I'm gonna get out of the camera again. I'm gonna go R, Y, and then kind of like flip it back forwards, and then move it forwards and up, a bit more forwards, and 0. Oh no, damn it. So you want to make sure you move your keyframe bar setter to where you want the next keyframe to be, or it will not set it, or you'll just reset another keyframe to a different spot. So now I'm going to go R, Y, and then flip it back, and then move it forward, and then up, and then 0, that's good, and then I, location, rotation, scale. So that part's going to be really fast because they're quite close together. So let's try that. That's good. Now 55, I'm just going to have it go super close. I location, rotation, scale. Drag it to the beginning. Let's have a look at that. That's good. So now what you want to do to render it as an animation, you want to go here, and then you want to choose a directory to save it to. So I'm just going to save it to desktop, and then tutorial animation, and I will put a preview of what this animation looks like. So you want to take this to AVI Raw. It's the best one, I think, in my opinion. You want to leave all of this as it is and leave everything else as it is. I'm just gonna go on no, I'm not resolution. I'm just gonna put that up all the way, and then now you want to set an end frame. So I'm gonna set my end frame to 57, which is 2 after my last one. So now I'm gonna set that as the end frame. Start frame 0. Or was it 57? Click. That's good. Now you just press animation. So hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this and it helped you. Yeah, if this helped you, I hopefully might be uploading more animations soon. Not more animation, more animations tutorials. So make sure you guys watch them. My social media will be in the description, or maybe at the end, but I do not have an outro. Yeah, they'll be in the description. Hope you like and subscribe this video if it did help, or if you enjoyed me rambling on about how to animate. So, see you guys in the next one.